Okay guys, today I wanted to talk to you about Trello and travel and how we found this free program and how much it's helped us keep on track and keep organized and really streamlined our travel. So I'm going to get right into it. This is not a tutorial. If you want a tutorial, go to YouTube and they'll show you how to use it, and then you can come back and basically check this out. Real quick, the reason when I first watched Trello, I couldn't correlate how people were using, let's say, for their financial business to my travel business. So we brainstormed and we came up with boards that would fit our needs and set them up that would, work for us. These might not necessarily work for you. You might look at these and be like, I don't like that. I don't like how they set it up. But there's definitely going to be a few points in here that it'll resonate with you, and it'll help you with your help you with your travels. What I really wanted to start off with was an idea that Christy came up with that I think anybody who's traveling can take some tips or pointers from, and this is country research, and this is how we basically set it up. Okay, so what she has done across the top here, these are called lists, and at the end, if I wanted to add another list, I could add one here. But as you can see, all the countries that we have planned are across the top. Okay? Now, under each country, we have what things that we feel are important to us to keep us organized, to help us so we don't miss important events or restaurants, all of those sort of things. So what we did was we just put lists or cards under each country that will keep us organized. So this also is an app on your phone. So now when I'm just going to give a real life example. When I go to Dominican right now and I get off the plane, here's what's going to happen. First of all, I open up my app on my phone. I know exactly when our stay is and where it is. Okay? Transportation. So now for our transportation, I'm going to open up this card. And I know there's nothing here now because we haven't planned our transportation, but what we're going to do is basically put a detailed description of where a rental car is, or where the bus station is, whatever type of transportation you're taking, the address, the reservation number, the confirmation number, whatever you want to call it. And again, this is going to be huge for anybody, because if you're doing multiple cities or multiple countries over an extended period of time, you're going to forget things. And for you to be able to get to a country or a city, open up your phone, either call or tell the taxi driver or the cab driver, the Uber driver, hey, we need to get here to pick up our rental car, or we need to get here to catch the bus to go here. It's really a time saver, and it de-stresses you a ton. So again, in here, all you would do and what makes it really easy is you can basically, let's just say you're on a website here, on a rental car website, you rent your car, you can actually just copy and paste. It takes 2 seconds, 2 clicks. Copy and paste your reservation, all the information, all of the details in way of their address and phone number. Copy, paste it in here, and you're good. And then you save it. And I'm not going to get into, I'll get a little bit into checklists as we go down here, and I'll just show you. But for this description, so now we just basically exit out. Now for our transportation, again, I open up my phone, I have everything here. Must-see attractions. This really keeps us, obviously there's a time and place to not, during travel, to not be regimented, but you also want to have an idea of things that you have researched beforehand before you either go to a city or a country that you really want to do or see. So what we've done, or what Christy has done, she did a must-see attractions card under the country that we're going to, and now when she does her research in the next month or two for when we go to Dominican Republic, we are going to, and this is where we can get into lists. Okay, so in the description, we can even just say again, must see attractions, see attractions. Okay, so we're going to save that. Now we can go down and see this checklist right here. I can add a checklist and I can edit this, attractions. And I'm going to save this. And now I can add the attractions, and even, you know, again, if there is an address or a phone number, you can copy and paste the attraction from your laptop. But I'm just going to make this simple. I'm going to say beach, south side, beach, north side, snorkeling. Now obviously there's way more detail in this. I'm just giving you an example of, you know, how to use this. Hiking. What else? Scuba diving. So now you go to a country and you have a list of 10 things over a week or 2 weeks or 20 things, whatever you guys want. And you go into this card, and let's just say we go to the beach, we snorkel, did our snorkeling today, and the beach south side. Not only does it take it off your list, but it shows percentages of what you've done and what you have left. So this is, you know, an awesome, in my opinion, way to make sure that you see everything that you want to see and not forget. And as you go down here, and you click on all of them, you'll see up here on the left hand side, I'll get out of this, must see attractions. You'll see that it's done, it turns green. So now you know you're 2 weeks in, you have everything that you've wanted to see, and if you have some time left, you can go on and just, you know, do other things that, you know, might have not been on your bucket list for that country or city. Okay, so I'm just going to erase all of these. Restaurants, food, and lifestyle. I would think that, you know, everybody watching this video has some sort of interest of the local culture, the local food, local restaurants, things to do in way of maybe some nightlife, wine bars, happy hours, depending on what country you're in. So how we use this is, let's just say we're talking to a local, and there is a restaurant that he says, if you want local cuisine from, you know, this country, this is one restaurant that you're going to want to go to. So we go over here, and we can do this right on our phone also. So we have our phones out, checklist. You can name the checklist, just say food and restaurants. Okay? And going forward, basically every time we see something either online that we've read a lot of good reviews about, or a local talking to a local, Johnny's restaurant, and you get the idea. So now, before we even go to Dominican Republic, we've got in our heads, or on our in our Trello board, let's just say 5 or 6 restaurants, a couple local markets that we might want to shop at, and the addresses of the local market, what city they're in, the addresses of the restaurant. And so once we go into our board here and we want to go to Johnny's restaurant that night, all we have to do is open our board, we get the address, either put it in our GPS or tell our taxi driver, and off we go, and we don't have to worry about, you know, finding it and wasting time. And again, this is just keeping us organized. We really have found this helpful, and we wanted to pass this on. Important notes and events while they're there. Again, the reason why we put events while we're there, a lot of countries have, for instance, there's like a carnival in Costa Rica in March. I think it's March. So we are going to do some research on that, put our notes, where are the best cities in Costa Rica to be during that time, what does it all entail, what's the cost, everything, and we're going to put that in the description or comments. So when we basically get to Costa Rica, all we have to do is open our events when we get there, it's a good reminder where it is, how to get there, and off we go. So this has been really an amazing tool. The Trello has been an awesome tool, but I think even more than just the Trello, this is a really good way to set up when you're traveling to all your different countries. And it does not have to be, if you're only going for 2 weeks, you can still use this. You know, you can use this and keep it. If you go to Dominican Republic one month and 4 months later you're going to Mexico, keep this information because, you know, down the road, who knows? You could not only use this information again, but you could also pass your knowledge base on, you know, of that country on to friends or family. Oh, I've been to Mexico. I've been to Merida. I've got a bunch of information on my computer on Merida, Mexico, and what restaurants to eat and where to, you know, what I liked, what I didn't like. You just pull up this card and you can share this card with your friends and family, and off they go. So that is the country setup we have. Now I'm going to show you my setup for our traveling our traveling business. Now I did this one. I do not like it as much as my wife's. I think her idea is amazing, but what I did was sort of a daily schedule. Now this works for me. I'm not saying that this works for everybody. The first thing is obviously videos are very important if you're traveling, doing a vlog or even blog. So what I did is every time I have an idea for a video, I just click on my phone and I put them down here. Okay. Also, a daily video checklist when filming. When you are filming, it's really important that you have a checklist because you're always going to forget things. It's like whether you forget a piece of equipment, whether you forget to take a type of video while you're there, this really does, and again, it's a checklist, this really does keep me on track. So before I leave the house in the morning, or wherever I'm staying, and I'm going to have be doing a video that day, I basically open this daily video checklist and I make sure, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I've got everything going, everything's packed, good to go. So then what I did was I went into days, and my lists are the days. The cards are what I'm doing during that day. And again, this works for me, and I'm very visual, and I can see, okay, in the morning, the first thing I do when I wake up, these are my daily wellness things, things that I feel that are important for me to get my day started. Monday morning, take video and excursion, AM and checklist. So again, I am going out, Christy and I are going out on a video excursion. This is the description of what we're actually doing. This is the checklist of how I do my video checklist. Always do an intro. Make it exciting. Tell audience why they should stick around for the video. Give them hints of what you will talk about. If I don't have this in my checklist, a lot of times, and you're going to notice that you're going to get caught in the moment, you're going to get caught in somebody surfing a wave that you thought's really cool, and you're like, oh, something pops in your head, I'm going to do a video on this beach. You get the surfer, you do a few other things and you forget to do your intro at the actual beach, and then you come home and you realize that you have to do the intro to the beach at your actual condo, and it's just annoying. It's like, I'd rather do my intro of where I'm actually going to be. So take a picture of the thumbnail. I'm not going to get into that, but it's important to to have a picture for your YouTube channel. But anyway, so then we go down to your daily Facebook post. Every day I try and post on my Facebook page at Two Traveling Lovers, and my Instagram post at Two Traveling Lovers. So I open this up. These are just ideas. Every day I can go live on Facebook. I can upload a video that you put on YouTube, share someone's comment, travel tips video in the country. Again, these are just ideas for me every day, so I don't have to be thinking of, I haven't posted on Facebook. What am I actually going to do? I open this up. Okay, I'm going to go live today and I'm going to show this beach. This is cool. Instagram, same thing. The one thing I really did and like is here are my hashtags. Now on your phone, usually you're going to post your Instagram on your phone, but on your phone, just make sure. I would strongly recommend, if you have an Android, I'm sure Apple's the same, you have a clipboard, just research and do some more research on some hashtags that might work for you. There's lots of videos online in regards to hashtags and Instagram. Watch a couple of those videos, but this really helps. It saves me so much time. If you're posting on Instagram 2-3 times a day, this probably saves me 20 minutes a day just being able to copy and paste those hashtags. And then down here, just again, a list of things that I have to be aware of before I upload to Instagram. And then Filmora, edit and uploading YouTube. So there actually is, everybody generally probably has the same idea, but there's things that I want to do before I upload a video to YouTube, whether it's descriptions, whether it's the tagging, the thumbnail that I use, and these are all things that are very important and you don't want to forget. So when I'm uploading my video, I come back here, do all my checklist, and are good to go. So I'm not going to go through all of these lists. This was just to give you an idea of how it's set up. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I have every day laid out, and every day that I do it, I click on my tasks, and when the tasks are done, it's 100%, and you can see on the card that it's basically turns green. So I know for that day I stayed on task and I met my goals for that day, which anybody in business understands how important that is. So anyway, I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about, but hopefully this helped you. Hopefully that if you're traveling, whether it's for pleasure or for business, that these are some things and these are some boards that you can use and utilize that will really help you stay on track, keep you from just adding a ton of stress. If you can get someplace and you have everything written down in regards to information of accommodations and transportation and what you want to do, I'm telling you from experience, this is going to help you immensely. So thank you very much. Please follow us at Two Traveling Lovers. I know not all of our videos are, some of them might be a little boring, but I feel that it's important for us to pass on things that are definitely practical to use. We're not always going to be on the beach, surfing and with great music. But again, I appreciate it. At Two Traveling Lovers, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Follow us. Thanks a lot, and have a good day.